Hello. I am here to do section 2 on our lovely Ariel. Got something nasty on my thumbnail. Not very fun. Mess up my pretty nail polish. So rude. So I hope you are ready for Christmas. I am, thankfully, considering we are getting ready to leave. And of course, Emily keeps coming up with, oh, I want this, oh, I want that. I'm like, nope, sorry, sister. Shopping is done. I'm not buying anything else. Is there anything else you decide you want? You better talk to Santa Claus, or your grandmother, or your aunt. Because it ain't coming from this one. Alright, so let's just jump right in. I want to do this part of her hair first, which is, I'm guessing, number 15, because that is a white circle. Well, that's bizarre. It's a black circle. Is that a half circle? Now I'm very confused. Okay, maybe we won't start with that then. It's either got to be 15 or 1. Now I got to figure this out. So I wasn't going to do that, but okay. Okay, so that's definitely number 1. So this is number 15, which is really confusing because if you look at the key, see that, number 15? That's a white circle with a red box. And this is a red box with a white circle and a black dot. So we're just going to go with 15. Because 15 is red, and there's a lot of them. So I think they just made a little bit of a goof. But look how pretty that looks already. I love the rhinestones. The rhinestones are so much fun. Everything is just extra sparkly and fun. Come on. My shaking arm is not working all that great for me. Get rid of the ones that have the color on the wrong side. Or that are flat. Sometimes they're completely flat. It's just like the little metallic disc, which I find interesting. But it's just all part of the manufacturing. You know, there's always going to be room for error. A couple of them that look flat. One that's the wrong color. Alright, I think we are ready to get going. So let's see, I'm going to jump right in with my multiplacer because these are big sections. Got a lot of wax in here. Plus I've got, does that happen to you? Can you see that? Too dark. See that? There's a drill stuck down in there. I just, when I need more wax, I just add more wax until it gets really gross, and then I have to like pull it out. But there's like little tiny, as I was doing black. Come on, no, don't start that again. It keeps 1 or 2 stuck onto the pin. It's annoying. But I was working on a painting that had a lot of black, so I was using the multiplacer for the black. So like the little, I call them crumbs that are in black drills a lot. There's all those stuck in my wax. And I'm not quite sure how that one got way down inside the pin, but we're just going to go with that for now. Because it's not interfering with how things are functioning, so we're just going to leave it until I dig out that wax and completely replace it. So it's a dreary, rainy day here in Florida. And I cannot believe Christmas is so close. I don't understand how time just keeps going by so fast. Everything just keeps speeding up. I never have enough time in the day. I feel like I'm always running in circles. Emily and I don't get school done every day, and it's just like, oh my gosh, we gotta get on the ball with this. And some days we'll do 2 days worth of work in one day to make up for the day before that we didn't get to do school. So then I run out of time on that day because we spend more time on school. It's crazy. It's a terrible, terrible cycle. I was talking to my husband, telling him that I wanted a 3D printer. And he says, can you print another one of you? I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea. We could try. I don't think the new version of me would do much more than would be helpful, but it's a thought. Banks. What are you doing, Banks? Crazy cat. Excuse you. There's a big glass of tea. Get down. Come on. Come on.
Is this up there?
Be gone.
No.
I see.
Oh my god.
Is she torturing you, Binkser? This cat. He's so good. He puts up with so much
Junk.
irritation from Emily. She's lucky he doesn't attack her on a regular basis.
Put your little kitty cat face up there.
He doesn't want to be on camera. Leave him alone.
Put him on camera. You trying to run in the air?
This section, this doesn't feel all that sticky. So I'm not quite sure if that's the problem. If the drills stand in the pin, or if it's just me or the wax. I don't know. It's kind of annoying though. And you can't see. My arm is in the way, isn't it? But anyway, I still love these multi-placers. I thought I would try this side with the camera. I've got it on the opposite side than I had the first time I did it, because it seemed kind of far away. But doing it this way, now my arm is in the way. So I don't know. I don't have a big enough workspace to put the tripod like over my work, so it's like looking straight down. I would have to go out onto the dining room table, and there's like no privacy there. As you can see, I don't get much privacy in here. And the crazy little monkey. She can't stand it that she can't be in the videos anymore. She hates it. She likes being able to pop in and be her goofy self.
I heard you talking about me.
Yeah. Alright, I don't have a lot to talk about, so I think I'm going to speed this up. And y'all can just watch me put these in place, of course, with my big fat. Maybe I'll switch the camera back to the other side. Okay, so I've come across this little issue right here. This one section is not sticky. So, and I found a weird looking drill that I dug out over here that I need to replace. So now comes the fun task of putting some adhesive on here in this little space. But I wanted to get on here, get as much on here as I can that will actually stick before I add more adhesive, because it's a pain in the neck. So I'm going to try to stick as many as I can. It's weird. It's like, I don't know what, this one little spot, maybe it just didn't get enough adhesive on it, or it just didn't cure right. It's hard to say, but you can see and it's slippery too, so that gives me the clue that it's not going to hold. And I could force them in place, but then you have the chance of them falling out later. So I've got a few here that are still sticking. Like I said, I want to get as many in place as I can before I mess with the adhesive, because that's a whole other, that's just a big irritation. Alright, so I think that's about it for that. Alright, so this is what I am using. It dries clear, it goes on clear, and dries fairly quick. So I'm just going to smooth some out, plus you don't need a whole lot for it to grasp on to the drill. So I'm just putting it in place. And I'm just using the tip of the bottle to spread the adhesive around. It's kind of like a resin, but it's water-based. So it doesn't have any kind of an odor. And like I said, it dries really quick. And since it dries clear, I don't have to worry about it changing the look of the rhinestones at all. It's just a little tricky in a few places to get it off the pin, but it's not too bad. I guess I can move my hand out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm just kind of using the edge of the drills that are stuck in place to take off the new ones. And like I said, the glossy accents is just sticky enough where it kind of creates like a little suction, I think, to get the drills off the current wax. So just have a few more left. Switch over. One, two, three. Whoops, only one, please. Only one. Only one. Alright, so there we have it. And I don't want to touch it because I don't want to get fingerprints in anything, but I do want to make sure they are down. So I'm going to put my sheet on top. Actually, I will use the edge of it just to kind of straighten them out a little bit. But this way, I don't have to worry about my fingers pulling up. Plus, I don't have to get the adhesive on my fingers anyway. Or also. Alright, so I'm just kind of like running the paper through the line to straighten them up a little bit. Since they are slippery with the adhesive still damp. Alright, so that looks fine. And I don't see any weird drills. It's funny how I didn't even notice that weird. I had 2 of them that I saw. That one's kind of weird, but I think I'm going to leave it. Alright, so there we have it. Section 2 done. I'll see you next week.